Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another podcast episode of True Secret Nation. We even got some trees lighting up here. I'm gonna take one more hit. Good afternoon, guys. I just wanted to come on here, talk up a little bit, and shoot the shit with you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in to my episodes, guys. It's gonna be a little bit of coughing. But that's alright, though. That'll subside. Just needed to get nice and comfortable for today's video. Had a wonderful day today. Chilling out. Coming back chilling. And guys, I wanted to share, I wanted to share the main reason and one of the reasons why I decided to start something called True Secret Nation. And it's because I've encountered so many individuals with the name of Truth Seeker. And I've learned a lot from every single individual that I've encountered. You know what I mean? And what I've learned, absolute first and foremost, is that anybody can be a truth seeker, man. Anybody could be a truth seeker. And if you're searching for the truth, if you're seeking the truth, you're a truth seeker. And honestly, guys, it's on my quest and journey towards learning about God and the Bible. One of the interesting things that I've learned about the Bible is that there's so many wonderful things in the Bible, but it's also being aware that of all the different versions. Typically on True Secret Nation, I tend to stick with the King James Version. And that's just what I do. There's multiple different versions, though. You always got to be careful with certain versions, though, man, because I'm going to tell you something. I looked up one of the verses the other day, and that shit was the complete opposite of another edition. So, guys, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to encourage you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a voice that's sharing my experience and my testimony. I'm going to encourage you. You pray to Heavenly Father and you meditate on the scriptures, man. At the end of the day, if you get any positivity from my view and viewpoint and my prayer and meditation on how I'm viewing the scriptures, that's great, man. But, that's great. You take from what I say from positivity, that's great. But ultimately, it's going to encourage you. Encourage you, good soul watching this, to go and read it for yourself, man. Meditate on God's holy scriptures, man. And a lot of times the reason why I did that, shining the light on the kingdom of darkness yesterday, man, because a lot of times shit comes up, and when you start, I'm gonna just be real, guys. I mean, this isn't a joke, man. Look, so gangstalking, guys. And look, man, I'm going to go ahead and just pour my heart out. All right? I'm going to be making a couple of videos on this because I'm doing this because somebody else making videos on their experience with gang stalking. Okay? So I thought that I would share my experience because, what I've learned and what I've seen just based on hearing other souls and their experience, okay, and sharing their testimonies, is that everybody's experience is different. Everybody's experience is different, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's all depending on, who the people are around you or what's going on or whatever's going on, man. But let me tell you something. Look up another channel. It's called the Gangstalking Playbook. You know what I'm saying? Good information on their views on what their experience with gang stalking has been. You know what I'm saying? But guys, a lot of times, what is gang stalking? What is gang stalking? I mean, well, you hear about stalking, right? Uh, you hear about and individual stalking, or it could be an ex, or some other whatever person has uh, a chip on their shoulder, or about something, or something, man, a demon on them, it's something, man. Okay, and you could, when I say a demon on you, you could take that however you want, man. But I'm guaranteeing a demon is gonna irritate a demon. Okay, because I mean, like, if you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, see, this is the thing, man. I mean, like, darkness does not like being called out, man, and I'm calling this shit out because this is my experience with gang stalking. And see, a lot of times, man, you know, basically I mean, gang stalking, it could be just a group of fucking individuals, a group of people that are just, wanting to just destroy somebody's life and just make it the worst for them, make it the most uncomfortable, the most way possible. Just in my experience, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Before you start shooting off, oh, he's crazy and all this, on based on what I talk on my channel and stuff like that, or you call me crazy, whatever. But check it, man. Look up other people's experiences. Gang stalking is it's not a bullshit thing. All right. A lot of times, man, what is involved in gang stalking is that there is a specific narrative that is spread around the individual that's being stalked, or some false narrative, or some kind of narrative that goes around to say, oh, he's that and he's this. So, whatever it may be, man. It may be some truth. It may be, somebody getting mad, or them recording or doing something, or whatever it is, man. You see what I mean? And a lot of times, man, the point of the gang stalking is to make you feel like you're going crazy, or just, not do right by you, man. See what I'm saying? And it's all good, man, because a lot of times, for the most part, it's all about intimidation. This is all a psychological thing, man, because people don't want to be just upfront. It's all got to be guys, the shit is operated in the darkness. The point is for you not to know about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I encourage you to look up for yourself and some other individuals, not just my experience. I'm hoping to jog you to start looking into it. But a lot of times people ask, well, why? Why are these people targeted? Why are people targeted? What's going on, man? Look, guys, all I'm going to tell you, man, it could be for many different reasons. Hate crimes, or just, the hate crime is the real big one, man. The hate crime, man. It could be, but it could be multiple different factors, man. Could just be that people don't like what you're sharing via the Holy Scriptures, or don't like what you're saying. You know what I mean? And guys, I talk a lot about Lucifer and Luciferians. You know why? Why do I do that? Okay? And why do I talk about Heavenly Father so much? Well, let me tell you why. It's because I had family members who were involved in the shit and I didn't even know about it. And I found out about it, and it fucking turned my world upside down. Is the fucking reason why. Okay? Just to be straight up real with you. And look, man, you call me crazy or whatever, but you find out stuff about folks, man, and I'm gonna tell you something. turns the shit upside down, man. And that's just me being real. You know? And I've known I've known these people for 5-6 years, man. You know what I'm saying? But once you see some of the stuff and you have some of the experiences you have with these people who decide to join a Luciferian church, okay, it's like, I'm telling you, man. But a lot of times, guys, I'm gonna dial it back down to 2 for you. You know what I'm saying, to help you easier understand it. A lot of times, guys, some of these churches operate behind the scenes in darkness. This is why there's nothing wrong with going to church, but just be careful and make sure that you're around fellow good souls, man. That's uplifting you, bringing you towards Heavenly Father, the God of Israel. Okay? Israel, the Bible. All right? The Most High God of Israel. Okay? Heavenly Father, man. So, that's all, man. Everybody's speaking on their experiences. Everybody's talking about, you know. And that's all, man. You know, Heavenly Father is using me to speak on my experience just with gang stalking, though, in general, man. I mean, this has been over the course of 3 years, guys. You know, it's all about community. You know, community. If you know they don't like you, they don't like you. You know, but the whole point of the gang stalking is to intimidate somebody and make them, you know, feel like they're nothing, all this and that, and you know. But guys, we're gonna continue to rock and roll, and I'm gonna speak on my experience. Guys, you know, look deep within you, man. You know, if you want to do good for people, if you want to genuinely help people straight from your heart, if you want to help people, man, do good for others. That's the God you're looking for, man. Okay? You want to help people out genuinely. No snake shit, no none of this, no behind the scenes stuff. No, none of that, man. And a lot of times, you know, on my channel, it pissed this group off. You know what I mean? I had to cut some family members off that I mentioned in my Don't Touch Thy Animals video. Because I was uncomfortable and I did what I had to do and I just, you know, did my thing and living our best life. And that's it. And I come on here and share my experience with gang stalking because there may be a mishandled narrative or some narrative that somebody else don't know, or somebody that's, you know, you say something that somebody doesn't like. And see, that's all, man. And a lot of times, man, these people don't want you to share your experience. You know, the whole point of the gang stalking is to, like, try to, like, bitch mode fear you. It's basically like a bitch mode of trying to intimidate somebody because they don't have the fucking balls to just do it outright. You see what I mean? So there we go. So that's basically the base the best way to put it, the most straightforward way possible. I mean, literally, man. I mean, like, if you don't, I mean, like, I mean, well, what the fuck, man? I mean, like, see, this is the thing, guys. Nowadays, this is a psychological warfare. Even in war, psychological has been a very powerful weapon to keep individuals from speaking their story or keep individuals from talking about their experiences and just using their voice, man. And you know what? All of this stuff is all literally to put you into fear, to keep you from speaking out, and it's to drive you crazy, guys. That's the best way to put it, man. This is why I'm gonna intermingle something that I've seen other people talk about it, but I haven't really heard it too much. Is, you know, praying to God and having a strong spiritual fortress while handling gang stalking as well. You see what I mean? Staying strong in prayer, reading the Holy Scriptures, doing Father's good work, staying focused in meditation and just reading, getting positive, you know, positive things from the basic instructions before leaving Earth book. Okay? It's a badass song from GZA. And you know what, man? I'm on my learning journey too, man. And I encourage all you guys to come along with. We learning as we go, man. You know, but I'm sharing my straight rawness from the heart. You see what I'm saying? And that's all, guys. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I started come on here doing some vlogs again because, they want to clear stuff up, man. You know, I'm not no rageful individual or no, I don't want to hurt nobody, man. You know what I mean? Just straight up dude, average dude, chilling, dealt with a lot of shit, man. I just want to share my experience. So that's all, man. And my experience with reading the Holy Scriptures. See what I'm saying? So that's it, man. We're just gonna be multiple videos. We're not going, not gonna be not going too crazy on this. I'm just, a little tired, just chilling, just come home, wanting to chill, and just thought we just, come on here and shoot the shit, talk about some stuff, man. So, man, guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna still be sharing my scriptures and, sharing what's placed in my spirit in prayer. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm going to encourage you guys, man. Again, I share this story for the purpose of uplifting somebody else and to encourage them to go towards Heavenly Father. Okay? That's straight up, man. I mean, like, dude, and I share this because, ever since, and look, man, I'm a guy who's played video games. I play fucking Grand Theft Auto, all of this stuff, man, and, I mean, DBZ, all this shit, man. I play all these games. I play all these games and stuff, man, but just reading the Holy Scriptures, just adding that to my life has just done so much. So that's why it's like, damn, man, even if you chill and play video games or whatever, there's nothing wrong with playing some video games and wanting to read the Bible and, pray too. I mean, dude, you don't want to know something funny, man? I mean, this is, might sound stupid, man, but somebody else shared their experience with me, so I'm going to share my experience. So in prayer, we was playing World of Warcraft about a couple years back. I actually remember this experience. I was playing fucking World of Warcraft, and man, I was just going through some rough times, man. We was really depressed. Sat in prayers, talking about, man, that honestly, World of Warcraft has really helped me, man. It's helped my social skills a lot. You interact with a lot of people, and it's a fun game to interact with others. Okay, you go in there, and I'm going to be honest, man. It was a hard-ass, high-level dungeon, a high-level area I needed to get my low-level through. And this was just random. Like, I'm not, like, saying, Heavenly Father, can you get me through World of Warcraft? No. Okay, this was just, like, I was just in a I was just in a deep. It was a rough day, man. You know, it was a deep. Fucking car broke down and shit, and it's deep in prayer, man. It's a rough time, and you know, after the rough day, it's like, damn. I mean, I'm trying to run around just chilling a while, and just so happened another good soul come across and want to help me out, man, and help me out and do the high level dungeon and or high level area, and it was dope, man. So I mean, like, you know, and you may take that as you will, but I take that as a positive sign. I take that as positive because there is good in the world, man. There's good. There's people that want to help, man, and it may sound dumb, but like there's people that want to help and want to do good. So that's all, guys. Just stay tuned, man. I'm gonna be talking about my experiences with this a lot, man. You know, this ain't no bullshit, man. You know, I'm gonna talk about my experience of what I've been through. And again, this ain't no, like, you know, laying down in the fucking corner like a victim and pussy and stuff like that. I'm just speaking my experience, man, because it's good release from my soul, man. Because, you know, we've been dealing with this shit for, you know, a very long time. So it's a good release to get this out and to help people. You know, I talk about my experience with the scriptures because it's helped me so much. So hopefully my sharing of the scriptures may help you, whether you know, I hope you can get some positivity from it, man. If you ever have any questions, you can always ask or reach out. Hey, man, look, I'm a humble servant just like you. Okay. You know, we learn. That's why I keep saying we learn as a collective, man. You see what I mean? We learn from other individuals. You come across one good soul, they'll teach you something, and damn, you got that shit with you the whole rest of your life. And that's a good thing. So you know what I mean? And it's like, damn, you could tell, you could say, hey, man, I learned that skill from that individual. That's a cool dude. I learned that skill from him. See what I'm saying? And you move forward with that. And you learn from everybody, man. You learn from the small steps up. Hey, man. we, you know, doing shit over here. This is why I'm encouraging you guys to go to God, man. Because, you know, I'm over here doing shit that I never thought that I could do. Just, you know, so many good things in my life for me. You know what I mean? For me, man. You know, and God knows each individual's hearts, man. God, that's why I encourage you, whoever's watching, to pray. You know, God knows your heart. You're divinely, beautifully created, man. That's why I encourage you guys. You know, you can do so many good things. But that's all, guys. I'm going to keep it short on this one. You guys take care. This is True Seeker, man. This is True Seeker signing out, the True Seeker Nation. And it's just me sharing my experience, man. So you take care. You guys have a heavenly, divinely blessed day. And I'll talk with y'all later. Peace out.